Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome to an edition of Manchester Farm. Alright, we got what's going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, we were working away on this field right here, and they're just finishing up, probably on the last third or so. So we're going to let them do that, and we are going to do something else. Let's go ahead and... I need to find where that piece of machinery was now. Let's do this. Let's bring this up here. Where is that? Okay, it's over there. So that is there. So let's head in that direction, and we're gonna get some grass for our cows because we need to try and make them a bit more efficient, and right now they are not the most efficient. So it's actually this way somewhere. Alright, so it's somewhere over in this direction. It's so strange. This is something I never usually use the mower on the front and then have the forage wagon on the back, but here it's already set up for us here, so might as well use it. And I think it's down here. So let's just go head down there. Yeah, I can see it from there. Could have gone around, I suppose, but this works as well. Don't hit the fence. One of the things I have to be careful of is the fences are collidable here, so driving into the fences is usually not the best course of action. Primarily because if you drive into the fences, it's not going to be they're collidable, so you will hit it. Let's go in cab here, and let's just line this up like so. And I think, yes, we do. Do we have enough power for both of them? Oh, you do. Sweet. I honestly didn't think we were going to have enough power for that. So there we go, and get some grass for the cows, because that'll increase their efficiency. Right now they're at 0% efficiency, and that's primarily because time hasn't ticked. Usually, it's weird, because in this game the way it works is you have to... let me get the cab here. What you have to do is you have to like move time forward like an hour, essentially, I think it is, or to the top of the hour. And then when you do go to the top of the hour, so like in this case it would be 9 o'clock, then at 9 o'clock it would then register what the efficiency is, so, or say productivity, not necessarily efficiency, but obviously that was an interesting little aspect of the game. I don't know why they did it that particular way, but maybe it's every half an hour. That's what it used to be in 2013. It used to be every hour it would update, and it would say how efficient they were and whatnot, so I don't know. I was actually reading an article this morning in the Farmer's Forum about a farm that I think the barn burned down last year, and they just got a brand new barn put in, and it is pretty intense from what it seems like. Actually, it's it has 2 automatic milker robots. It has, they're using sand as the bedding, which is a bit different. Not everybody uses sand. Some people use compost, some people are not compost, but I guess it's kind of like a compost. I'm not certain about that, but some people use different things. Anyways, these people are using sand, which is kind of an interesting way to do it. They're using sand, and what they do is, they were having some strange problems with the cows. Basically what they were doing was the cows were... let's just back up a little bit, there we go. The cows were basically just kicking the extra sand out from underneath the bed, from where they were laying, basically. So then you're basically putting sand out that was useless. I don't know if it's exactly just regular sand, or if it's something more, like a bit more specific to cows, but as far as I know, it's just regular sand, but I have a feeling it's not just regular sand. There's more to it than just that. So, thought that was kind of interesting. So yeah, they got 2 new robots in, 2 new milker robots in their barn. They also got what else do they have? They have scrapers that scrape the manure into the what do you even call it? It's like a slurry gutter, I guess you might call it. So they scrape the slurry into the slurry gutter, which goes into a tank, which is kind of interesting. What else did they add? They added some other cool little things. They added think it was a Lily automatic TMR robot that feeds the cows every so often, which is kind of interesting. It actually goes up and down the aisles, and it will actually push the feed towards the cows, which is kind of cool. Yeah, automation in dairy farming has gone. It's come a long way. It's crazy what you can do now with a dairy barn. Like, so many people have like adjusted the style to do different things. Like some people wanted the robot or the computer essentially to automatically create the mix as well. I know one farm, I think it's in Ontario, that has this, and what they did was they basically made it so the robot automatically mixed the feed for them, and they have like 3 silos filled with the raw material, so to speak, and then what the robot would do, or the computer would automatically mix the TMR to the perfect ration for the cows. It was intense. And then there would be another robot that would automatically feed that TMR to the cows. It's crazy what you can do now with it's crazy what you can do now with robotics and farming, and specifically dairy barns. So I had a comment from Alex, I think it was Alex B, who is the creator of the map, and he says I'm actually playing on the old version of the map. I didn't have time this morning to pick up the new version, but I will pick up the new version post-haste. Apparently the new version fixes the cows and the sheep, or pigs. Cows and pigs, I think it was. So I'll pick that up probably this morning or maybe tomorrow morning. And then we'll fire that up, and maybe I'll do a live stream or something on that map, just because I'll need to get kind of started again. I think I'll need to get started again because it might be considered a new map. I'm not 100% sure how that would work out, but we'll see how that works. Alright, this little hill here, man, just slows them down like to no end. It's like you go from like 20 kilometers down to like 10, but it's to be expected. So, alright, so let's finish off this pass, and then we'll go and feed this to our cows. This will probably be as close as we need to get it. Let's switch back to that, and lift that up, and then switch back to that, and turn that off. Alright. Yeah, so Alex was saying I'm actually playing on version 1. There's a version 2 out already that you can get. And I will get that as soon as I can, because I usually, when there's a new release out, there's usually a good reason for the new release out. So it's in this case it fixes cows, beef cows and pigs. So that's one of the things I wanted to do in this map, was get some beef cows. So it's kind of important that I actually get the new version now. Whoops, that's definitely the wrong way. And there goes a helicopter. I guess we'll do this a little roundabout way, because I want to go into the cow pasture, not drive past it. I believe this is the right spot right here. Nope, that's for the sheep. That's fine, we'll just drive through here anyways. And I always forget where it is. I haven't played this map nearly enough to know exactly where things are yet. No, not there. So I think we need to go, yeah, there's around there. Alright, so let's go and drop this off, and that'll increase the productivity just a wee bit, not a crazy amount. I might be able to do... We'll see. I might be able to just drive straight into there. We're going to see. We are going to see. I don't know if this will actually... I think this is just the water right here. And I am going to fold this up. No, I didn't think so. Does it not fold up? Oh, really? Wow. I thought it would. I'm actually kind of surprised. I guess this isn't the NA modding version. That actually did fold up, so you could use... so you didn't have to worry about that too much. Ah, that's funny. There's a cow in the brush there. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. This is pretty... Apparently, these brushes are much more common now in some of the new dairy barns. And apparently cows love them. They love these things. I don't know, I think because it's just like... It's essentially they're just getting brushed. And they love it. Alright, so let's leave that mower there. And, whoops, let's go back up a little bit further than that. There we go. And this should allow us to give our cows a little bit of grass. I think they should accept this, actually. I don't know why they wouldn't. I think in some maps that maybe they don't. Nope. Nope. Maybe this is only for straw. Nope. It might be only for straw. Is there something I'm missing then? Let's go find out. Maybe it's on this side then? Or do I have to load it into this right here? I don't know why I would have to do that, but... Alright, that's strange. Maybe I wasn't close enough to the edge? I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, that looks so bad when you do it that way. You don't realize how terrible it looks until you actually, Yeah, there's no trigger here. Oh no, there actually is. But it's really, really, really close. Do I really have to get this close for this to work? I'm stuck on the gate now. It's funny, there's always something. I shouldn't have to get that close, should I? Maybe this is the fix for the cows. Maybe it wasn't the beef cows. Maybe it was the, I'm not even getting this isn't accepted here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was really, Let's hop on here and just see. Yeah, the trigger is just really, really tight. If you can see that, the orange... Well, it's kind of hard to see, but it's the orange lines you're looking for, basically. It's just really, really, really tight. And that's why it's not obvious. You might be able to back up in there and put it in there too. That might be an interesting thing for next time. 1 second, we'll have a quick sip of coffee. Alright. I'm going to take all of that? Wow. Almost all of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our mower, which is stuck in the back here now. A little bit of a frame drop there. It's never fun. So yeah, I guess it's just a question of you have to get really close to it. So it probably would work a bit better with the actual feeder itself rather than taking the forage wagon in there like I just did. But it is doable, as you discovered. You just have to get really close to the edge, which is usually the case. It's usually like when you do something like that, you usually have to get pretty close. But yeah, I probably could just back up in there as well and drop the forage off that way. That might actually be a bit easier than doing it the way I just did. And that's primarily because it's the way it's set up and where the trigger is itself. So, alright, let's drive past the mixing station. We'll give the rest of this to the cows. Or to the cows. Give the rest of this to the mixing station. And let's close that. And which one is it? The middle one? Yes. It's funny, I actually have to concentrate doing this because I don't do it very often. It's funny, some people can just do it without a problem, and I'm not one of them, apparently. There we go. And we also need some silage. What? Let's... silage. Now there is a silage bunker over there. There is a silage bunker over there. What should we do? Let's think about this. I need to go the other way. You can tell how familiar I am with the farming. Yeah, so what we'll do is there's a bunker over here we can actually use. And you can put it... Actually, I have the far silo mod installed right now, so actually the problem I'll run into is it actually won't turn into where the heck am I going here? It actually won't turn into silage, and the reason is because I have the far silo mod installed. Because what happens is if you put that into the bunker, it would actually just turn into grass. I think it'll just dry grass, as opposed to silage, which is kind of interesting. So I may have to let's turn that off for the time being. So what I may need to do is I may need to find an alternative method. We'll see. Let's get back over here. Apparently I left my forage wagon on. Luckily for us, it doesn't make a difference in this game. But in real life, you definitely would have picked it up. Let's just say that. There we go. Perfect. Let's go the other way around this time. Yeah, so what we might do is we might pick up, we might use the UPK silo and use that as a placeable, and then create silage that way. That might be a alternative to using the fire silo. Because right now, if we were to make if we want to make silage, we would have to chop it, and we don't actually have any choppers in, not yet at least. Maybe when people like NA modding get to stuff, we'll have some more choppers. Because I don't think in mowers, no, because that doesn't chop. That just mows. I guess technically it would be under harvesters, but we don't have any. We don't have any harvesters that would actually work. Minus this one actually, but that means you need the Crone Big X, and we don't have that yet. So yeah, so maybe that's what we'll do. I think we can actually afford it. Let's go into placeables, and let's look at we're looking for this guy right here, and this will turn that should turn grass into silage. Now I don't know how that's going to work in comparison. It should work fine, but it may not, only because we have the fire silo mod installed, but we're going to find out. Where are we going here? This way, this way, this way. Alright, so where can we put this where it's a good location for it? That's kind of out of the way. I could put it there, and then it's in the same location as, yeah, let's put it a bit more over here, because I think we can just drive along there too, or right along here. No, that's going to be in the way. Nope, I think this is probably the best location up here. Oh, we have the straw there we need to consider as well. Well, that's going to be annoying. Not there. How about right here somewhere? That's going to be in the way of... This is always a problem. Whenever you want to use like a placeable of some sort, you always got to kind of consider there. How about right here? The hard part's getting it straight there we want it to. Okay, so that should be good there. Hopefully we can get to that location relatively easily. Alright, cool. So what we'll do is we'll put the grass in there, and that will actually ferment it. And it kind of does it like in a process. It takes a little bit of time to do it, but it's not like overnight. Wow. It does it in stages. So you put grass in and you get silage out over time, of course. It's not like immediately, but well, I think you actually get a little bit immediately, but not a lot. So it's a slow progress. Let's just say that. So should be kind of interesting. And I haven't used that one on this type of map. In real life, actually, those vertical silos, not too many people use vertical silos anymore to ferment grass into silage. And as far as I know, it's because of the risks involved with vertical silos, because when you ferment grass, there's gases and all that type of jazz. And if you're not careful, if you don't ventilate, let's say, properly, you can run into some pretty big problems. So that's why, one of the reasons why a lot of farmers went to horizontal bunkers like you see in this game a lot, is primarily because of that. As far as I know, I'm not an expert by any means, but the main reason why people have done that is because of the dangers involved. And actually, someone left a comment the other day, which was kind of interesting. Apparently, a lot of farmers aren't using concrete sides anymore on bunkers. What they're doing is they're just using like a concrete slab on the ground, and that's it. They're not even putting concrete walls on the side. And that they were saying primarily the reason behind that was because of compaction. You actually can compact a bunker that's just flat better than a bunker with the concrete walls on the side, which I thought was kind of an interesting point, which makes sense actually when you think about it. Because there's only so close you can get to the walls with the tractor, but if there are no walls, you can just drive over the whole pit without a problem. So I thought that was kind of an interesting little point that they brought up there. And I don't know, I forget where that person was. Maybe it's America, maybe it's United States, I don't know for sure, but it's definitely a cool little aspect to think about, because it's not something I would have considered at all. But I know the Funky Farmer on YouTube, he talked about his silage pit that he has, or his silage clamp that he has for his dairy cows, and it's and he actually talked about the compaction, the lack of compaction I should say, on the sidewalls, just because of the you can only so close you can get to it with the tractor and whatnot. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Excellent. Let's go check on our other tractor here and how he's doing. Good thing we checked on him. Apparently this tractor wanted to get in the way of the combine for some reason. Let's get him out of the way there. That always happens. Always happens. It's funny, someone asked me if I could do a tutorial, well, someone asked me if I had a tutorial for using the forage wagon and backing up into the straw power plant, which is this guy right here. And someone's asked me if that was possible. It is possible, it's not impossible, it just takes a little bit of backing up really. And Courseplay now can back up really easily in comparison to what it used to be able to. Like, it used to have like pretty big problems trying to back up, and now it's nothing. You can do it really easily. It's pretty funny how easy it is now in comparison to what it used to be. So, alright, let's get one full load and we'll put that into the silo. We'll see how that works out. At least we'll have some silage. Yeah, it's cool. I really like the UPK kit because, or the Universal Processing Kit is what I'm referring to when I say UPK. I like it because it adds a lot of interesting aspects to the game. Like, you would never have been able to put a placeable down that could ferment silage like that. Not in the same way, as far as I know at least. It really opens the door to that kind of stuff, like having the biogas facility is with the UPK as well. The seed and fertilizer production facility is UPK as well. It's really cool. How people are utilizing it to make some really interesting mods, at least in my opinion. I know Farmer Beavis is an advocate for that particular mod as well, because it does allow you to do some crazy stuff. So I think it's pretty darn cool. All right, so I finally got I got my mixer board the other day. Picked that up as a preemptive birthday present, so to speak. My birthday's not until for a couple weeks yet. But I picked up the microphone. I haven't picked up the microphone yet. I bought it. I just need to pick it up from the Pure Later place. So once I get that, I'll be able to give you guys the first little sound test with the new setup. And as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, I'll probably do a setup video at the same time as well, showing you quote-unquote the new setup, or the setup I have for the time being, basically. So it'll be pretty cool, actually. I'm pretty excited to see how it's going to work out, to be honest with you, because yeah, I've never had this kind of crazy setup. Usually I just had something simple like a USB mic on the desk, and now I have like a mixer board and some crazy stuff. So I don't know, I just wanted more. The main reason why I went this route was to have more control over individual sounds, because on the computer, without like exiting out of the game and adjusting a certain specific volume, I wasn't able to do anything. But now with this type of setup, I'm able to adjust it to quite a big degree of control, actually, which is really nifty. So I know some other people have the same microphone as me. I know, who is it? Daggerwin has the AT2020. I think he has the USB version, mind you. I didn't go for the USB version, I went for the XLR version, which does require some more equipment, but it does mean I'll have some more control. Alright, it's going to finish that up real soon. Perfect. Let's turn that off. Let's lift that up and head back to the farm. We'll put this into the silo and then we'll call it an episode. So that'll allow us to get a little bit of silage and that'll ferment. And there's our silo right there, the vertical silo. You can actually see it. Let's get inside the cab here so I don't run into stuff, even though I did. It's funny, if you would actually do this in real life, you would probably drive extremely slow. Just because, like, look at this, look how bumpy it is. Like, in a tractor, this would be like the most uncomfortable ride ever. Like, look at this. It's ridiculous. Also, this front mower looks ridiculous on this particular tractor. Just saying. Alright, so take this turn here. And so the way this thing works is it just has an unload point. Oh, phew, that's enough space. I thought we're gonna have enough space there. So the way this works is you just drive over here, just like so, and you drop off your grass like that. And then if I come over here, you can see the chaff. It's registering as chaff, not grass in this scenario. And then it has some silage in it already. So if I were to increase time a little bit, as you can see, we're slowly getting silage. So that's how that thing works, which is kind of cool. So I think it registers it as chaff, even though it's grass. And the fire silo wouldn't register this as chaff. It would actually just be grass. So there you go. Cool. That's it. All right, folks. That'll be it for today. I need to get off to work. My name's Iain Robson. Has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Manchester. Catch you guys later.